Good afternoon, and how are you doing? This is Pastor Sean, pastor of East Atlanta Church, and I'm here with your moment of inspiration. Listen, everything that's been going on, I've been listening to a lot of people and praying with a lot of people, and one of the things I've realized across the masses is that a lot of people don't have the same value for themselves that they have for everyone else. Think about what I just said. A lot of people don't have the same value and same worth that they have for themselves that they have for everyone else. A lot of you all are out here not loving yourselves as much as you love someone else, not respecting yourselves as much as you respect someone else. You have to be the most important person to you. You have to mean the most to you. You have to before you can love anyone else, you have to love you. Before you can pick up any tool to do any job, you must first know who you are so that you know what you're commissioned to do. See, I'm looking at this and I understand, I believe Black Lives Matter, and I'm standing strong on that. But until your life matters to you, then how can you truly take a stance for it? Until it matters to you, then how can you truly say you love your neighbor? Until it matters to you, how can you come together in unity? Until it matters to you, until your very own life, your very own essence, your very own being means something to you, you can never even do what God commissioned you to do. The second greatest command was to love your neighbor as thyself. That means that you have to love yourself first. If you don't love yourself, then you can't love anyone else. Think about that for a second. You cannot give anyone anything you don't have. I can't give you a glass of water to drink if I don't have any water. So how can I give you love when I have no love? And how can I do what God has called me to do when I don't have it inside of me? So that means that I must first learn how to love me. I must first learn how to take care of me. I must first know how to put the oxygen mask on me. Now, I know many of you will look at this and say, well, that's being kind of selfish of you, Pastor. That's being kind of inconsiderate. That's being kind of egotistical. That's being conceited. That's being self-centered. But understand something. If I can't take care of me, I can never take care of you. Many of you are in marriages and relationships because you are so self-centered. Watch this. You're so self-centered in your lack of love for yourself that you can't even love someone else. Think about what I just said. You're so self-centered. You're self-absorbed because you're comfortable in the state that you're in. So you don't want to try to love yourself, but you're not able to love anyone else. And you're wondering why there's so much hell going on in your life. See, one thing I've learned being a black man in America, and that is I got to love me before anybody else can love me. So when I put my hands on the steering wheel and the cop pulls me over, I know my life is more valuable. Between me and him, I believe my life is more valuable than his. So therefore, I'm not going to do anything that's going to cause me to give someone the right or make them feel they have the right to take my life. It's not going to happen because I value me a little bit more than that. Now, some people may say, well, Pastor, you're backing down. You're bowing. No, I'm not. It's just that understand something. I value the life that God gave me more so than you value it, that you feel you can take it. See, this is how I look at life. God loved me so much that he said he purposed me before I was even in the womb. He purposed me. He knew who I was before I knew me. Before I was a thought, he knew and destined me. So if God has that much praise and that much love for me and that much purpose and design for me, how would I dare throw it away for something about you that don't care nothing for me? See, I love me. And because I love me, I can love you. So my thing is this. Make you the most important thing to you. See, don't expect somebody else to make you feel good. Don't expect somebody else to give you esteem. Up your self-esteem, tear down your self-esteem. It's self-esteem. It's how you see yourself. And those people that know me, I love me. And I'm going to support me. And in me supporting me, then I can support you. Okay? See, I need you to love yourself, people, so that you can love God. How can you not love yourself and claim you love God when God created you? So today, love you. And those of you that are in those relationships that you're having problems with because you don't love yourself, learn how to love yourself. Some of you say, well, that doesn't apply to me. Let me tell you something. It's on a side note. If you have to compare yourself and you think that someone else is doing something more than you, if you feel that this man is competing and getting your woman's attention and you got a problem with him, then that means that's a self-esteem problem on you. Because see, there's nothing that I believe that anybody can compete with me on. Okay? And once again, it's not arrogance. It's just that I know who God created me. See, in my area, can't nobody beat Jean being Jean. Can't nobody beat you being you. And that's the best you can be. So why worry about what somebody else is doing? Why worry about if someone else is trying to steal your limelight? Why worry about trying to put somebody else in their place? Play your position. Be the best you are. And don't worry about them. And love them. And if they don't have love inside of them, that means they got hell. Love the hell out of them. Love you. For God so loved this world that he gave his only begotten son. He loved the world, but he also loved him. Christ loved us, but he also loved him. And he loved God. And he taught us to love God, love ourselves, and love our neighbor as ourselves. So what are you trying to keep? What commandment are you doing? Giving out good things, doing good deeds, but you don't love yourself? That means you're not doing it out of love. Love you first and foremost, and then you'll stay alive. Yeah, Black Lives Matter. Well, let it matter to you first. Love you. Because I love you.